Hi everyone, back again with me Magic Joe, and today in this video I would like to show you my all clear for the Tarot Residual 1 level 65. I almost don't want to post this because I don't know if it's gonna be quite late to post this video, but then some people just reaching me out on Discord and also my socials that's just asking me if I have the clears for the Tarot Residual, and then that's why I decide whatever, I'm just gonna post it on my channel for the completion of the guides that I have. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you how old the recording is. So I'm just gonna put it in the favorite because on that week I think my laptop just broke, and then that's why I play on my mobile phone and it saved them on my favorite so I could make the video for it whenever I have the laptop now. Yeah, so it came out from, I think I done it at the 25th and 26th of the August, which is last month. Um, and I think I can clear it because of the engraving system just applied, like just develop it or like implement it on this game on that week. That's why I just rushed my way to the chapter 8.5 on the Fool's Journey, and then clear all the engraving pretty much all the items that I have on my account and put them on the units that I'm using for the Tarot Whisperer. So I'm gonna make another series of the Tarot Whisperer 2 and 3, but today we're just gonna talk about the Tarot Whisper 1. And as you can see, I cleared it when I was level 52. So the recommendation for this stage is pretty much level 50. 50 you could have the power spike to increase your weapon and also tarot to level 60. And if you have unlocked your engraving, just do it. You probably could clear it the way that I did. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into the units review. Before I start it, I just want to let you know, please don't get confused for the level and the rank, because I just have the laptop pretty much 2 days ago and I start recording today. That's why the level is a bit different than I showed you before, because the clear was back then when I was level 52. So pretty much like all the units that I have is going to be like level 58 or like 52. But yeah, I'm just gonna show what equipments and also the skills that I have on the clear back then. So pretty much Nonowill is very functional because of the trait. So she will have extra bonus attack and also veil, which is going to decrease the AoE damage taken by 99%. I'll just explain it to you later how it functions on this stage. And the void stab that I have pretty much a good weapon, and it has the resonance of the sword and cup, which going to give like 5% extra damage and also 15% of lifesteal every time she deals an attack. And evergreen pendant, it's because I just work this thing because of the engraving, and I just want her to have extra buff from healing from the Nightingale. So yeah, pretty much evergreen pendant is gonna useful for the level 2 attribute buff that she's gonna have or benefit from healing. And for the tarot card, I'm just gonna use Dream of Magician because of the AoE capabilities from Nonowill. It will increase the damage up to 40% if she could hit like 3 target at once with the 1000 blades. So I also put the anesthetic on this one for the infection stacks, and enchanting shadow for the funeral. So she could, like, all my parties or like my team could deal extra damage on the enemies. It lasts for 2 turns, so it's really good. And not only that, because of the dodge, she pretty much could survive the attack from the defender and also lash sometimes. So this ability is really good to have on her on the stage. The other DPS that I bring on this stage is Ballista. It's because I wanted to kill those 2 lashes as soon as possible, because I think on this stage, those two are the keys to be able to clear the stage. Whenever you could kill those two lashes, it's gonna be easier for the next move on what you wanna do on clearing the stage. That's why Ballista will have extra damage on the two lashes because of the roll advantage, because he's a watcher and the lashes is destroyer, and also because he could deal a lot of damage using the siege, and also synergize with the concentrate ability, which going to give armor piercing before he unleashed the siege damage on them. And it's also have a good amount of range, so pretty much you could set it up for 2 turns in the long range, and your ballista is gonna be safe. And also because he's a watcher, so he will take less damage from the 2 lashes or any destroyer units on the stage. And it's also going to synergize with the penetrating arrow, because after attacking it will inflict physical defense down to for 3 turns on the target. So all the AoE abilities, it's going to apply the penetrating arrow. And for the meteor line here, the weapon, I'm just gonna use it because it's the best bow, the second best bow that I have on this account. It's going to increase the physical attack by 4%, and after dealing a single target attacks, it's going to inflict 2 debuff on the enemies. So it's not gonna be applied when you use the siege, it's not gonna be applied when you use the scatter, so it's only be applied when you do the normal attack, which is, it's good still. And the starter bottle for the trinkets, because I just want to give like 2 random debuffs whenever I can. And for the resonance, I just put the sword and pentacle for extra attack and defense, because I'm pretty much sure I could make him unharmed pretty much all the time. And also for the tarot card here, I just use the devil. I know the detail stats that it has, it's not pretty good, but still it has the special entry on the turret, so it's going to have 2 stacks instead of 1 every time I kill the enemies on the stage. So it will allow him to get the stacks faster, and it will give a lot of attack and defense on him as well. And another DPS that I bring on this stage is Outlaw Crossbowman. He's still level 52 at the moment and rank 10. The reason I bring him in here is because of his role. So pretty much he could tank 1 skill from the last as well, and still can survive the skill for some reason because of the role advantage. And also he could pretty much deal a good damage on both of them, which is going to be our primary target on this stage. And as usual, I'm just gonna equip him with the Well Hunter bow and also Origin Hourglass for extra damage. And for the turret, it's going to be Temptation of the Devil. And on this one, I don't have the special entry, but I think it's still going well, because this is the best Devil Tarot card that I have, besides of the one that I put on my Ballista. And the other reason why I bring him, because of the knockback shot that could allow me to pretty much knock back the units that I could knock back on this stage, because it's going to knock back them for 2 tiles instead of 1 style like the catapult on Ballista. So this skill is pretty much going to be useful on this stage as well. And also the infected arrowhead, it's going to be really good if it combined with my Nonowill infection as well, to stack those infection goes up and deal more damage on the enemies. And in this stage, I would highly recommend you to bring a defender unit, because of the boss is going to have the breaker roll and it will prioritize the defender, so it will be easier for you to lure the boss to come to your team and just make him move wherever you like. So your team pretty much could have easier access to deal back attack, to cancel the big AoE, and also to dispel the buff that the boss has. So I would recommend you to bring the Recruited Guard because he's very good at damage mitigation, especially to cover your team and also for tanking a physical damage. The reason behind that is because of his trait is going to block pretty much 35% if the enemy attack him from the front, and also I'm gonna put the Guardian Wheel. It's going to give another 3% if my unit have the shield, and also increase HP by 10%, which is going to be very great on him. And I also put the engraving for the wand and pentacle that is going to decrease another physical damage by 15%. And I just got lucky for the engraving. It's going to give 10% HP and more defense on this one. And also for the trinket, I'm just gonna use cooling powder because this is the best tank item that I have. But if you don't have cooling powder, don't worry. You could always put the Coexis armor, which is going to give another 10% damage mitigation. So it's going to be good because pretty much he's going to be healthy every time if you have Nightingale on your team. And yeah, the reason why I choose the Temperance here, it's because this unit pretty much have access to shield every time, so it's going to give him another damage mitigation by 15% when the character is having shield. So yeah, another reason behind that is because back then, I didn't have this tarot card, which is going to give like 20% damage taken. If you have the Silent Hermit with this special entry, then I would suggest you to do this instead of Temperance. But the Temperance is also going to be a good alternative on him because it's still going to give you 15% damage mitigation, and also it will give him shield at the first of his turn at the start of the battle, so it's only one time. Just be mindful of that. And front defense, it's going to give another 30% damage mitigation, physical shield of 25% of the HP, and give the block enhancement. That is going to give another 10% damage mitigation when block is triggered, which is really good. And Global Guard, which is going to help you to assist or cover your other units on your team. For the support and healer in the stage, I use Nightingale. She is level 52 and still at the rank 10 at the moment. And the reason why I bring her is because her good synergy, like her very good synergy with the Recruited Guard to tank the damage, because she's pretty good in single target healing because she could heal 80% of HP of the units, and also the painkiller abilities is going to give another 30% damage reduction to the tank units that you have, and also regeneration, which is going to recover 20% of the HP pretty much every turn. And in this stage, pretty much you're going to see your units dying, whether it's from the damage from the boss or from the lashes with whip of blame to your watcher unit. So you could pretty much proc this skill in every turn whenever your unit is dying. And for the items, I'm just gonna use the Reorganized Cube for extra healing and also dispel. And Flying Blade Arm Guard, it's because of the piercing damage, it's going to give extra damage on the enemies whenever I can use it. And also the resonance that I have is increase healing effect by 10% and healing received by 10%, which is cup and cup. And for the most important thing is the Tarot Whisperer card that I have in here. It's the Guidance of the World. If you have it level 60 and you have it on the special entry, it will reduce the CD of the active skill by 1 turn when not using any active skill and standby. So you pretty much want to utilize this tarot card because it's going to recover 1 energy additionally when you're not using any active skill and standby. So pretty much it's going to help you a lot on using all the active skill that she has. Now, let's talk about the battles and the strategy. So, the tactics that I use on this stage is Thunderstruck, Pursuit Order, and Flag of Convallaria. The reason why I bring Thunderstruck on this stage is because you want to damage the boss, so you could pretty much bait them earlier to join the battle, so you could clear the stage in 11 rounds. Otherwise, if you don't damage anything around here, around these 2 lifesters, the Wing Thing Guardian, and also the boss, they will not come to your units unless you kill those Tempest or the Guardian over here, or the Defender. So that's why you need the Thunderstruck on this stage. And it's also going to give you a bit of extra damage on the units, so it's going to be good still. But yeah, the Pursuit Order, I'm gonna use it because I want to kill those 2 lassos as soon as possible, and I'm gonna use it either on Ballista or on my Outlaw Guard to deal damage to them. And Flag of Convallaria, it's obviously to boost your attack and defense, and also give you extra energy every turn and cooldown reduction every turn. So you pretty much could spam all the skill that you have on your units. And for the positioning, I think this is the best positioning that I have on this team, because on this positioning I pretty much could knock back 2 of these units, 2 of these pikemen's unit really easily using the Outlaw card. And let's start the battle. The reason why I attack these stones on Nonowill's turns, it's because you still might want to clear all these stones over here to have an easier access to do back attack on the boss. Doing back attack on the boss, it's going to help you a lot because you could cancel the big AoE from the boss. As you can see here, this attack, it's going to be cancelled whenever you deal back attack on him, and also it's going to give you another benefit on this. And not only that, you could also cancel this one. Yep, you could also cancel this buff from the Wing Guardian um, on the boss by using the back attack. So back attack is pretty much the key also to clear this stage. That's the first knockback from the Outlaw Guard. And you pretty much want to proc the global card on his first turn because you want to see that happening. So yeah, because that pikeman is really strong. I'm just gonna show you how strong this is. He has 4.400 4.4k damage on him, so you don't want to be killed by those damage by the pikeman. So that's why you need the guard, or like someone who could mitigate the damage to protect all your other units on this stage. Another knockback shot over there. Starting to give some painkillers and burning grenade for extra damage. Defensive stance. This turn here is pretty important because you want to Nonowill to move that way, so you could start to cast Thunderstruck on the boss, and it will lure the main on this area. So you pretty much you want to do is stay away from the Winged Guardian, because this attack is really annoying sometimes. That's Thunderstar. We could pretty much see how easy we could take down the Tempest, and how strong our recruited guard to take the damage from the Tempest as well. And be careful, because Tempest will could dispel your buff, so you might not want to hit him anytime soon. Like every time you have the chance, don't hit him from melee attack, because it's gonna dispel your buff. Putting the flag and starting to cast the siege on the ballista. Okay, the reason why I do that, it's to positioning my guardian, like my recruited guard, to make him to face the front side on the enemies, so he could block and he could take less damage from the enemies. That's why I just move, and then using the instant kill, and then just move back, and it's gonna facing the front. And it will give so much easier access for my team to do back attack on the boss as well, like I did here. It will cancel the AoE attack, and the 2 lashes is going to come. Another siege from Ballista. That is the block from Nonowill's Enchanting Shadow skill. And always remember, this unit in here, it has the ability to guard the boss. So what you want to do, if you see the positioning over here, you pretty much know that this guard is going to block, it's going to cover the boss. So the next move that I'm gonna use with the Outlaw guard is just to target the boss. That way I could just knock back this unit easier. And you pretty much want the Watcher unit to tank that Whip of Flame attack from Lashes. It's because of the roll advantage. It's going to reduce the damage even more than any other units that could take the damage from them. Knocking back all the units that we can knock back, and it's still round 8. Back and move again. I moved that Nightingale there. It's because I want her to tank the Whip of Flame from Lash in here. So, but it didn't happen. But then, as you can see here, pretty much we have 3 dying units on our team. That's why you could pretty much trigger the traits on the Nightingale easily. I know in my plane, I was planning to use the pursuit order for the either for the Outlaw Guard or the Ballista, but then I just saw the chances that I could use it for Nonowill. So after this Nonowill turn, she could move again and starting to hit that Wing Guardian thing, because we still need to kill all the units over here. And that's pretty much it. And as usual, I'm just gonna put the tactical notes at the end of this video, so you'll have easier access to see all the skills, gears, engraving, turret whisper, or even the tactics that I use on the stats, as your reference in the futures if you want to clear the stage. And I'm really hoping to see your feedback for my videos, and just don't be shy, just give all your thoughts on the comment section below. I always read all of them and try to reply all of them as I could. And I think this is for this video. I need to go for now, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Take care and have a good day. See you later. Bye now.